Alright guys, so today we are going to read Wattpad stories. Not just any old Wattpad stories, cfmot reader one shot. So, we're gonna do stories of the characters I sim for. It's not only just gonna be Karate Kid, guys, don't worry. Okay.
Ryan walked through the grass, flying softly at the fresh morning air. Yes, it was morning. About 7 a.m. to be exact. Ryan eventually stopped walking and sat down on the hill, staring into the distance. They looked around, seeing that some others were also awake. Those objects being crossed on was Ryan's besties. Some of that, and Mikey, those two were fighting over something, which wasn't surprising to them. They continued to sit on that hill until a few moments later, Crossline stopped fighting with Mikey and sat beside him. Hey, what you doing? He asked, looking at Ryan. Oh, nothing really. I'm just thinking about some things, I guess. They muttered, looking back down at the smoke. Crossline. What things? I assume you were staring at Becky during contest, so Ryan looked at. That's not my dad. Please call me. Croissant has been going on about this for weeks now, and the fact that it was all true didn't help one bit. Shut up, they mumbled. Ryan sitting away. Come on, just admit it. You have a crush on a weird pink short eye, he said with a chuckle. I don't, fine. Ryan growled, in defeat. I might. Croissant chuckled a little more, grinning. It's pretty obvious, Ryan. What are you gonna tell him? What? I don't even know if he likes you back or if he hates me for it. They fretted, hugging themselves. Croissant put his hand on their shoulder, smiling. Just tell him. If you don't soon, Ryan's gonna beat you. Okay, so weren't we looking down at him? How's he able to touch my shoulder? Ryan sighed. He was right. Alright, fine. I'll see if I can tell him later today. Before they could finish their sentence, Croissant ran off to chase after Nicey for no apparent reason. He shrugged it off and lay down on the hill, eventually falling asleep. About an hour later, they were woken up by Yoshka. He walked over to wake them up and tell them that it was time for a new challenge. He stood up and walked over to the rest, yawning. Yoshka simply stood beside Cracky as he talked, staring at the ground. After the challenge, Brandon ended up winning the challenge. Winning again. The what? Alright, I understand now. Leaving blooming May in despair. Ryan? Dude, why was he doing like that? Ryan tried to make their way to Cracky and tell him, but he was trying with Yoshka about something, causing them to just sigh and walk away back to the hill. After a couple more minutes, it was time for lunch. Everyone was now gathered at their lunch table, except for Ryan, who was on the hill. I have no idea it was lunchtime. Yoshka took everyone's orders, and right after that, realized that Ryan wasn't there. Cracky, Ryan isn't here. Yoshka pointed out to Cracky, who blinked and looked at Yoshka, nodding. I'll go look for them. You give the rest of the contestants their lunch, he said, walking off, and not waiting for Yoshka to reply. Here it goes, here it goes. Eventually, Cracky found them sitting on the hill, looking down at their hands. He sat beside them, thinking of what to say. Hey, he said, waving an arm in front of their face. Why don't you all with the other objects eating lunch? Not hungry? I'm pretty sure I said it wrong. He asked, a little bit concerned. Ryan jumped, seeing how he was suddenly right next to them. Oh, it's lunchtime? They said, seemingly pretty shocked. Cracky nodded. Are you feeling okay? Your face is a little bit red. Here it goes, buddy. He questioned. Ryan glanced away, seeing that he was talking about a totally not obvious blush on their face. Oh my god, I'm eating. I'll give it a stretch. No, I feel fine. Cracky found a bit and grabbed their chin, making them face him. Really? I doubt that. But now, you see, how do objects have chins? Not even going to question that, he said, looking at them quite serious. Ryan glanced away, sighing. They were going to tell him now. Cracky, can I just tell you something? Ryan asked nervously, fidgeting a little. Cracky let go of their chin and nodded, sighing. Sure, making quick though. They inhaled and continued to glance away. So you see, they tried to figure out the right words, face burning red. Cracky raised an eyebrow, laying a hand on their shoulder. Go on. Cracky, I love you, they said in a frustrated mess. Cracky smiled a bit inside of them, grabbing their chin and once again, forcing them to look at him. I love you too. Before he could finish, they kissed her, pulling away quickly and mumbling nonsense in an attempt to think of what to say. Cracky chuckled and helped them, forgetting about the others. Yoshka walked up to Ryan, wondering why Cracky wasn't back. They dotted to asleep on each other.
Seeing a small smile out of him, he sighed softly with a smile and walked back down, reassuring the others. Don't worry, dearies. Ryan and Cracky are fine. That was pretty good. Wasn't too bad or too good. Now let's... No, not headcanons. No. Yes, I sim for Charmy. I love women.
Ryan puffed softly, feeling the nice morning breeze. It was rather nice spring day. It was and flowers were just starting to bloom, meaning that there were also plenty of bees. Tommy, Ryan's best friend and crush, was trying to pick some beautiful. There wasn't a beautiful in that. I don't know why. Why no specific reason? Totally not because she wanted to give them a YN. Furballer had to pick up the flowers, using her mouth due to her... Dude, why did I read? Due to her lack of arms. She hated it, as the taste of the stems reminded her of the taste of hand sanitizer. Just as she was about to take a nice, beautiful red rose, a bee landed on it. Tommy grabbed and set the flowers she had in her mouth. Hey, move, Tommy shouted at the bee. The bee just looked at her, before flying onto her head. She yelped. Why'd you separate? She tried to swat it off. Get off, she must have forgotten that bee's thing. However, as the bee then stung her right on the forehead. Why are the words separate right now? Why are the words separate? She fell down in the feet, Tommy. Ow. Ryan happily tried over to Tommy. Hey, silly, you alright? He asked in concern. Tommy pounded again. I was trying to get you flowers, but the bee stung me. Ryan giggled softly, patting Tommy on the head, sitting next to her. Then he grabbed the flowers. These look beautiful, he muttered. Ryan smiled and put a flower in Tommy's ear. Tommy blinked a couple of times, blushing after realizing what they just did. Tommy glanced away, smiling. Ryan noticed this, giggling softly. Tommy, you look so pretty. Tommy's face pretty much became a tomato. How are we supposed to see that? I don't know. She stuttered a bit before grinning, and then looking back at them. Well, you're pretty, Ryan. Ryan was out of one, of course. They giggled, trying to hide their blush. Oh, come on, you're not that shy. Tommy snickered. They looked at Tommy and smiled. This is why I love you, they muttered under their breath. However, despite how quiet it was, Tommy heard. What? Did you move in with silent face like tomato? Ryan did it.
Yeah, we're done. We're moving on to the next one. After hearing that. Shut up. Alright. I heard this story was like really short. I remember it was really short. Okay.
You didn't make that, buddy. I wish we got where we cracked the head tomatoe either. No, I hope you like this. Nothing. Yeah. As he sat alone at the bottom of the well, he had to go down into the process of surviving elimination. He had been crying for a while now, unable to find anything. He wasn't upset about the prize, though. It was about what was happening up there. Everybody was having fun in his team, celebrating their victory. They all had forgotten about Knifey, and surprisingly, this included a light bulb in Ryan. And, no, he didn't. He wiped the tears from his face, sniffling, and suddenly a voice was heard from above the well. Knifey gasped softly, recognizing the voice, Ryan's voice. He said, sniffling a bit more, looking up. Ryan climbed into the well, splashing into the water. They looked at Knifey, frowning a bit. Knifey, are you alright? Ryan asked, putting her hand on his shoulder. Knifey blinked, looking at their hand, which was placed right on his shoulder. It felt comforting. Well, I guess not. He sniffled, his eyes tearing up again. Everyone has forgotten about me. They were all up there celebrating while I was stuck here looking for some non-existent prize. Whoa! Something else was going on. Ryan wrapped their arms around him, rubbing his back softly, as he began to sob into their shoulder.
Aw. Not reading all of this because, like, oh. Yeah, like, y'all just read that.